Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another Journal With Me video where I don't journal at all. Yes, welcome if you're new here, welcome back if you're returning. So I'm in my February journal, and I don't know. I said in the last Journal With Me, like, I don't bring you guys along every single time that I journal, was this the 15th? Yeah, okay. These are all my clippings, but when I get started doing something and I think, oh, maybe my viewers and my subscribers would like to see not only how I go about doing my pages, but just little tips and tricks for simple, inexpensive ways to decorate your pages if you don't have all the things, right? My plan for this year has been to use, what I have. I don't really want to purchase anything else, okay? I got enough stuff, right? So this morning I was in here smoosh papering, okay? Look how beautiful that is. Oh my gosh. I know I've gone on and on about smush paper just because I've been doing a lot of it recently. I'm not really sure. I'm just checking to make sure you're in frame. Not really sure for what reason, but it is serving my purpose for today because of what I wanted to put in my journal for this particular day. And I'm journaling back for Thursday, February 16th today. And I know we went to the doctor, and we also stopped off to Walmart, and I had wanted to get some new, well, not wanted to, I really needed to get some new house dresses. I'm a dress wearer, okay? And I like to be comfortable. So anyway, we found these. I'm not really sure if they're like cover-ups or what. I'm not really sure. But we found these super cute, like tie-dye sundress kind of things. They're just very flowy, very boho-ish, I guess, and they have like some embroidery on them and whatever. But they're really comfortable. And yeah, so I wanted to document those. So I had some of this leftover smush paper, and I just started layering colors on in between drying time. And then I thought, okay, well, now I can draw out the sundress, and that'll be good. And then I thought, well, wait a minute. Why don't I just find a clip art of a sundress, right? This one's still wet. Why don't I find a clip art, right? So I found a clip art, right, that had like dress patterns, or this is like a little bathing suit thing, like little dress patterns, and I cut it out. So now this isn't exactly what it looks like, but it's similar enough to my purposes, right? And now I'm going to finish smushing, okay? There's so many uses for smush paper, just so many. And if you let the layers dry in between, then you don't really run the risk of making mud. That I know of anyway. So let's get this pink going. That might make mud though, because pink and green, not a good combo, but we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. So I'm using the Dabo ink, but you can very easily not buy those, and you can just use, let's spray and talk at the same time. You can very easily use Crayola markers, okay? Same deal, all right? So let's just see. We're just gonna slap this on here. Let it soak up. Ooh, it just drinks in that water. Look at that. Now, some of them turned to mud, some of them didn't. No big deal. Now I'm going to take this leftover piece. Oh, that's still wet. Okay. We'll take this. See how I told you that, like, sometimes I'm just impatient, okay? Sometimes I clip something out to put in my book just because I think it's funny, but then I have all this extra paper. No, I do not waste that paper. No. We either do this to it and we soak up what's left, right? Or see, that made like brown. the green and pink. That wasn't a good choice on my part, but that's okay. That's all right. So we'll just smush the bottom of this, right? And then we can use this at a later time. Yep. And I also use this extra paper to do my lettering. Now, here's an idea. Once I let this dry, I could always do my lettering right on top of this and then cut it out. So that would look really cool. All right, now I'm going to move this aside. This is just a sheet protector. That's what I use. Piece of plastic. And I'm going to now dab this dress here. Pick it up ever so gently. And then I'm very sorry, but I have to turn on the heater or this thing. I don't know. On some videos, it like after a moment it dulls it. I'm not sure if it will on this video or not. I don't know. So I'm sorry for the noise. We'll try to do this quickly. And I'm just using plain old copy paper, okay? Plain old copy paper, that's it. Super saturated. And yes, it curls up and whatnot, but not to worry because I'm going to glue this right onto the page, so it's not really that big of a deal. Okay, so there's a tip for you, right? If you want something and you want it, in this case, I'm doing a tie-dye dress, right? That I got. Now, I will go back in here after I glue this in. I will most likely go back here and draw in the embroidery, right? I'm not going to do that right now, just for time purposes. Yep, so fun. Isn't that cute? Yeah, so if you want a specific article of clothing or whatever the case is, right? You can... you know, print out a picture of it if you don't care to draw it, like me, and then smush it, you know? And then see, like, all of these are just extra leftovers that I had, and so I use this to sop up the extra things, and then I can use this later on as a background or whatever. In fact, I might even... No, I won't, because I'll probably do my journaling over here. I don't know. Maybe I will use this as a... use this one as a background or something. I don't know. We'll see as we get to going. All right. Now, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I'm gonna move some stuff around. Bring this over. Get my glue. Okay. Oh gosh. I think I would have been more prepared, but I love the way this came out, and it's gonna look so cute when I go in here. I will go in here with a pen, you know, a black pen, any type, it doesn't matter because I'm not going to wet it again, and just draw on like where the embroidery is. It's on the bottom here, and I think it's around the neck up here and on the back here. So that's how that's going to work out. And there you have it, you know. It's very simple to do, and I love inexpensive, you know, because like I said, do you need the Dabo ink things? No, you do not. There is a link below if you care to check them out. However, you don't need them. You can just use any type of water-based marker. Does it have to be Crayola? No, it does not have to be Crayola. It can be any type of water-based marker, okay? So just a fun way. That's so pretty. Just a fun way to decorate a page, you know? I love that. I love that. And I'll probably just put like hashtag sundress or something. Oh, be quiet. That was my computer. Okay, I can exit all these things out. Don't save, don't save. Okay. All right, exit those out. All right. So there. And then that's just a fun way, you know, instead of just writing about, yep, we went to Walmart, which I will. I will write down the words, you know, but I just think it's a fun way to decorate a page. All right, let's see here. What am I going to do next? Yeah, and I might do some lettering over here and just put, you know, I don't know, hashtag, like I said, hashtag sundresses or something like that. Because, yeah, I like my dresses. I like my dresses. I wear them all the time. You know, when I get home from my walk or whatever, then I go ahead and change immediately. All right, now, are you kidding me? Right this minute. Oh, I was going to say, oh, goodness gracious. I just lost my whatever. Now, I could put this across here. That would be fine. And then I could put, like, my lettering across here. Hashtag sundresses this way if I wanted to. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I don't know. Okay. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yep. I've made the decision. And that's just for composition purposes. I don't know. Composition really, I don't know. I mean, as far as composition in artwork, you know, like the rule of threes or, you know, things like that. It's just so it makes your eye move around the page. Not that that really matters because this is just a, you know, a journal. But, okay, now I need my pen. I hope, Leviticus, so 11, 12, 13. Maybe this was 11 through 13. Oh, I have my book right here. Hello. Look in your book, Elizabeth. Oh, I just did the video. Okay, so 8 through 10. Video, and this is pertaining to the Bible study that I'm doing. This always goes on the bottom of the page, but here's my decision I need to make. Do I want to what do I want to do here, guys? What do I want to do? I don't have a lot to journal about because it was raining in the morning. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. We went to the doctor, we went to Walmart, we went home for lunch. I glued in my colored glue book, fell asleep on the couch. Okay. Yeah, basic stuff, right? Okay, so what I might do though is, because like I said, I don't have a whole lot to write about, but I am loving this paper. I just think it's really pretty. So we're just gonna tear it like so and see what happens. Okay, so I can put it right down like that. Let's just get the paper trimmer out. Let me move my shake. I haven't had one of my shakes in a long time. It's not a protein shake or anything like that. It is, what is it? It's a vegetable, it's a smoothie. That's what it is. So it's vegetables and fruit, and it's super yummy. All right. I'm trying to just make this semi-straight when I cut it. Okay. The paper's curling up because of it being wet a little bit. No big deal. Okay, so trim that off. And then, is it gonna fit? Yeah, okay. I can do it just like that. Because I can journal right in here, right? Yeah, that's no big deal. No big deal. Okay, so let's start with that. I just love Smoosh paper. Oh my gosh. If you guys, seriously, like, if you haven't tried it, you should. You should, because it's just, it is instant gratification. Quite frankly, you know, you don't have to go through the whole process of, you know, I mean, I dye my papers as well. And if you want like some tutorials on Smoosh paper, you can go to the description box below. If you want tutorials on how I dye my paper, in fact, this right here is my dyed paper. I dye it with food coloring. And there is a tutorial down below on how to do that. Super easy, not quick, however, and slightly dangerous. So, only because I dry my stuff in the oven. So, yeah. But when you do Smoosh paper, it's just so much easier, so less time consuming, inexpensive. You know, of course, I mean, when I dye my paper, I use Dollar Tree food coloring, you know, so that's pretty inexpensive, but it is fairly time consuming, and I don't like that. I don't like that part of it, so we're just gonna rip this little bit right off like that. Okay, now let's see what we have here. Okay, we have this little doctor right here that I can put on there because I'll just use this little space right here to journal on, okay? And then I walked that day, and then here, this always goes at the bottom. Okay, so, and because this side was music paper in the background and this is so colorful, I don't feel the need, or didn't feel the need, to color and put a background is what I'm trying to say. Oh, wait a minute, you know what? Okay, so I was gonna do this, the hashtag across there. Okay, let me just show you. I'm not gonna cut the letters out, but let me just show you how I do that and how I figure out the size of the letters that I need. Okay, so this isn't dry yet. Ugh. Okay, this is dry though. Okay, yeah, well, it's sort of dry. It doesn't matter. For the purposes of me showing you, it'll be fine. Okay, so if I want the hashtag to start here, and then I would, you know, run the letters across that way. Let me just make sure that I have, yep, I got you in frame. Okay, so it's gonna start about here, and it can go clear over to here, that's fine. So I would, hashtag, what was I gonna say? Sundress. Okay, hashtag sundress, so hashtag S. Okay, so the letters can only, or the word that I'm doing can only be this long, all right? Because I want it from here, from starting here, and to go clear across here, right? So this should be the width of, and this is still a little bit damp. Ugh, so I don't know if this is gonna work or not, but we're gonna figure it out. I could just quickly dry it. It shouldn't take long. Sorry for the noise. It should just take a second. Okay, we'll see if that works. That's not like a super powerful heat gun. I think it's linked below, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not really sure. Okay, that's better. So we'll just tear that off that way. Okay. I think I want this side. I think. Where do I want it? It doesn't really matter, honestly. Okay. Now, I want the letters. Then I determine how tall I want the letters, okay? So I simply fold up the paper like this. Okay. Whoa, that's very not straight, okay? All right. So we do want our letters to be somewhat the same size. So, okay. There we go. So we'll just go like that, okay? And then what I do is I'm just gonna tear this off. It doesn't have to be perfect because I'm going to cut out, you know, the letters individually at a later time. I won't make you guys suffer through that, but yeah. So we go this way. Okay. Now let's bring our book back. Now my letters, and it's gonna take up less space as well, you know, but that's okay. But now I know how tall I want my letters, and I know how long they need to be, okay? like stretching from here to here. Okay, so now I get my big old bin of Crayola markers out, which is this one right here. And yes, it's a ridiculous amount, but I do believe I got them on sale at Walmart. So let's see. Let's see what color we want. I think we want pink. Yeah, I think we want pink. So we have, I can look at the side here and see, is that pink? Ooh, that's like a dark pink, very dark pink. Maybe we'll use that. I think it's a dark pink anyway. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's raspberry. No, I don't like that. That's red. That's more red-ish. Let's see. So I have these here. So I'll see. Well, that looks nice. Or this, like, no, don't like that one. Let's see what this one is. I like that one. That's kind of more fluorescent-y. Okay, so then, make sure that's dry. You can tell by my background here, I've been smushing a lot. All right, so now I write out the words. They're gonna be this tall, right? So I can do my hashtag. Whoops. Okay, and then I'm going to then cut around that. Hopefully this will all fit on here. I leave a little bit more of a space than you would if you were just writing the word out, okay? But I just use my regular handwriting, and you can do it any which way you want. Doesn't really matter. So hashtag, a little bit of space. Hopefully this fits. If not, it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to leave too much space. But see, now all my letters are going to be fairly uniform, okay? Sun. Oh, this is going to be tight, guys. Going to be tight. E. S. That's a little closer than oops, SS. Dress has 2 S's. Okay, so it fits well enough, okay? Well enough. Then I take all of these and I cut them out. I put them through my little Xyron right here, the sticker maker. And then I can stick them right onto the paper, right? Yeah, I like that. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave that right there. And then I think I might put this, because we went to the doctor, so I might put that there. Now, mind you, this is all gonna be cut out individually, so you'll be able to see the background kind of through it, so yeah. Okay, we'll put our walking thing up there. Scissors, where did they go? There they are. Okay. I'm just sorry you have to watch me cut this, but I'll fill my steps in later. This is just a little clip art that I use, and I have explained in other videos that I like to journal using illustrations as well as writing. And if it's something that I do on a daily basis, like walking or running or whatever, then yeah, then I just print out a load of these and I use them for every page. It just makes my life easier. So there's my little icon for that, because I did that in the morning. I will cut the sundress out. We can go ahead and glue her on, although I might put some, yeah, I'm gonna put some washi tape down here. Let's see. Just to kind of have her sitting on something rather than just kind of floating in the air. Okay, so since the dress is kind of boho-ish, we're gonna use this because it's just pretty. And we'll just do just a little strip of it, and we're going to help it along with some glue. I know a lot of people, when they're using washi tape, they say you know, that they need to help it along, or sometimes they get aggravated because it's not sticky enough. And of course, all washi tapes are not created equal. So some are going to be sticky and some are going to be more sticky than others. But let me just tell you, washi tape, first of all, I'm not an expert on washi tape. I have no idea what it was intended for. I have no idea why they ever made it, whoever thought of it. I have no idea. Fact, note to self, look that up. Ask Mr. Google. But I do know, or my assumption is, so I shouldn't say I know, my assumption is, it is not intended to be high tack, you know? It's not intended to hold weight, if you will. So, yeah, just a little tip for that when you get aggravated at your washi tape and you're like, why aren't you working with me? You know, that is why, because it's not meant to be high tack tape. It's meant to be a low tack tape. So there's that. Okay. So on this, I can, why is that not sticking? You know, I am so liberal with my glue. The only thing I'm liberal with, but anyway, I'm very liberal with my glue, and yet I still find that sometimes I miss a little bit. Okay, so then this is gonna go here somehow, and I might end up putting something down here, but this is plenty of space to do my journaling. In fact, you know what I could do? I could just add some more washi tape. Why not? Yep. So I'll just take this and blink and put some glue on it just to help it along. I really enjoy this washi tape. I also find too, speaking of washi tape, that the washi tape that has this gold foil on it is especially not sticky, okay? Just so you know. I don't know why. I got this at Michael's a while back, so. Okay, and we'll do this. And there, right? Just to fill up a little bit of the blank spaces. So I think I'll put this over here, like so. And here's another tip for you. I mean, this is just something that I do. Is there. Now I'm ready to individually cut this out, do my journaling. The page is ready and set to go. The reason, there are times where I do put washi tape up here on a page like this that has a wide margin on the top. I'm not going to put anything up here. I'm not going to write on this line, so I want something to cover, you know, to just fill in that space, right? Let's see if I had it somewhere else. I don't know. Well, here, like I filled in this big space with the, well, larger space anyway. I don't know. I can't see. Oh, right here. I see I did it here too. There could have been a margin. Maybe I just wanted to put it there. But yeah, so I do that to take care of that. And then this sundress is going to go in and along in here. And then I might even decide to put a quote or something on here. So this is all ready to be journaled on. And now we have this, which I think is hilarious. Okay. So on this page, I'm not going to do the entire page, but I will glue on some of the bits. I just have to say that was a lot of fun, and it looks a lot like my dress, especially after I get the embroidery drawn on. That I will draw on myself, but, what was I going to say? I was going to tell you something. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. If you want to see how these pages turn out, you know, in their entirety, you know, when they're finished with writing and all that stuff, you can go ahead and check the links below. And no, it won't. Sorry. Wait, let me repeat that. I misspoke. If you want to see these pages completed, I have a playlist that is called flip throughs, okay? So you can look on my channel itself and you just go to the playlist for flip throughs and they are right there, okay? All of them from the very beginning. Yes, when I first started journaling, which was back in 2015. So all those, all right? I just thought this was really hilarious because I didn't even clean this day, but I saw this on this day. So what I did was I had vacuumed earlier in the week, and I was like, geez Louise, you know, it takes one day to have the floors be gross again. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Okay, so this here, maybe I'll just put this over here. Yeah. Okay. And to be perfectly honest, this day, I don't even have notes for this day. So yeah, I did see the rocket launch this day, so I can put that on here. That was super cool. So I'll figure that out, but I don't have the items here to do that with, so I'll be adding that separately, not on a video, but okay, there's that. And then I did receive a sweet happy mail from Allison on this day. I didn't open it this day, but I did receive it this day, so super cute. So we'll stick that on there. And then I will later write in all of that. Oh, and I have to look and see if I even walked. I might not have walked. But isn't this so true? I just cleaned the house, so if you could all stop living here, that'd be great. Yeah, that would be great, right? No, I wouldn't want anyone to stop living here. I don't know if I'm going to add anything more to this or not, and I certainly don't have a lot to write about. So, I think that it could have been this day that let's see. Okay, this is one of the days that I was cutting out images, I believe. And then I also cut out images on Friday and Saturday, I believe. Okay, whoa, Nelly. Okay, this right here. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I'm very tempted because guess what? This is a Saturday. I don't have very many notes, right? I'm tempted just to stick the whole thing in there. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, that's what I do. There's my shake. I know it looks gross, but it tastes really good. Sorry, I'm a super loud swallower, you know. Okay, what am I looking for? Tape. So I apologize for those of you with misophonia. And yes, it is a real thing, and I totally get it, and I'm very sorry. It's like when you don't like the sound of certain things, you know, people eating, you know, things like that. So anyway, look it up. Mr. Google will tell you. My daughter claims to have it. Anyway, so there's that. Yeah, when I don't have a lot of stuff, you know, to write about, this is what happens. I stick a big old thing of pecan sandies down. Why? Because they're delicious. That's why. Yep, that's what I had that day. And then this, we will go ahead and put that away. Go ahead and glue this on. I just want to get some pages prepped-ish, right? And what was it? Wasn't I telling you just the other day in another video that I don't generally pre-decorate my pages? Now, if you're wondering or thinking, well, gee, Elizabeth, this certainly looks like pre-decorating. These days have already happened, so it's post-decorating, I suppose you could say. Yeah. That's how I do it. And so I will then later go in to my phone, check my chat history, check my photos, check different things, you know, when I don't have notes in my agenda. when I haven't taken notes, and then I will kind of get a feel for what did happen that day, and then I can write a little bit about it. Or if in fact I can't remember what I did that day, then I will simply do something like, well, like this. You know, when I don't have a lot to journal about, I just stick a big piece of magazine clipping in there, or something like this, you know, if I don't have a whole lot to write about. Let's see. If I do have a lot to write about, then I write about it, you know, or I do like this, you know, put a tuck spot in or whatever. But this right here, I'll just design, you know, put a few colorful things on here, and put a big, you know, a large quote. That's what I do when I don't have a whole lot of stuff to say, you know. This is going to remain this way. I think I'm going to reserve this page for a challenge that I'm doing this month. The challenge from AJ's Inspired Life and Messy Missy Creates, and who knows, by the time you see this, you might have already seen it. So yeah, this is going to be reserved for that. This is all ready to be, I did this the other day with you. So that's all ready to be journaled on. My little ridiculous pup there. And then here are these things, which I will then, of course, go back and do this. Let me see. Yeah, today is the 21st that I'm filming this, so I just have to decorate this page. And then this is for today, the day that I am journaling. And I don't use, generally speaking, I don't use these doilies for anything. They're purely for decoration. Sometimes, I think I had one back here when my kids went to Arizona, and sometimes I do put stuff on them, actually. See, this one I hooked on an envelope with some pictures, and I put this on there. So it decorated it a little bit, but this is the other side of it, and it's just there for fun, you know. If when I go to design the page, if in fact I want to decorate or put something on it, then I can. But as of right now, I don't. So yeah, maybe I will sit in here today, I'm not really sure, and get all this written out. Now, the other thing too, which is nice, is that once I have it all ready to just write on, like these pages here, I'm going to do more decorating on this and this page because it does not satisfy me. But like this right here, when I get this all done and it's decorated, then I can just sit wherever with my pens, and I can go ahead and write out. Like, I don't have to be at my desk. I'm not adding anything more to the book, so it just makes it easier. And especially if or because we're going out of town soon, I can still take this with me and write about what happened. You know, I just take my agenda with me, and I take my book with me, and then I don't have to feel, you know, I don't have the need to decorate anything. It's just at a point where I can just start filling in the notes, you know, and it just makes life so much easier. So that's how I choose to do it. You guys do it any way you want, but I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you got some tips and tricks and, you know, some inspiration on how to do certain things, or, you know, how to add things to your book if you want to convey a certain something. Try out that Smoosh paper. It is so much fun. And you can also do it for like vintage things, right? If you enjoy not the colorful hot mess that I have going on here, if you enjoy a more vintage feel, by all means, try it with the markers that, you know, are the flesh tone markers. This is a little pink, but, you know, like with these color markers, the beiges, try them with these colors, and I'm sure it'll come out, you know, I think. Okay, let's just give it a try. Really quick, guys, really quick. Let's just see. Just because I have this stuff right here, so why not, right? All right, let's see. Let's see how it looks. I just take the markers and I simply scribble it on, all right? I know it's hard to see, and I'm sorry if there is a glare. Some are darker than others, but we're just gonna see how this goes, okay? Now, let's see here. We'll do it on this. We'll do it on this right here, okay? Why not, right? Okay, so I have my brown. Let's just see if we can do it in a more vintage style, okay? Personally, I prefer color, but I know a lot of you guys do vintage journaling and you like the vintage look, so look, ta-da, you know? If you want it a little darker, let's say, then use darker browns, you know? Use darker browns, see? That's super cool. Oh, and you just, ugh, you want to open that like that. Sorry, because you don't want it to glue shut, right? Oh, that's fun, huh? That's fun. This is taking a tangent here, but, you know, just wanted to show you that you can do the smoosh technique for darker. I'm not going to dry that envelope, but let's just check here really fast. Okay, here's a darker brown. Now, see, I wouldn't use this because this has very deep rose. See, that has like a red tone to it, and I don't want that for vintage personally, but here's some darker ones. So let's just see what this gives us. This says brown eyes, so yeah, that's darker. You just take it and scribble it on, okay? Just scribble it on, scribble it on. Doesn't matter. When you spritz the water on there, it will combine the colors. Okay, let's see what happens now, right? It does weaken the seam, just so you know, okay? Just saying. Okay, look at that, see? So you can definitely do it with brown markers and get a more vintage feel. Now, I will tell you, because I have done this many a time with envelopes, and what ends up happening, because you're saturating it, right? A lot of times this will come unglued. You just simply glue it back together. But see? And then you just leave it. Whoa, what? That's interesting. That just popped out of there. Huh. Maybe it was inside the envelope. Oh, dear. Anyway. So, see, you can do it with brown and get a vintage feel, just so you know, right? So, just letting you know that. And your hands will get full of, you know, marker, but it is water-based, so it comes right off. So, yeah. Okay, there you go. There you have it. I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly had a lot of fun, and thank you for keeping me company while I got some pages prepared. Yes, so that when I'm out of town, all I have to do is write on them. Try that smushing out, because it is so fun, so fun, so fun. Okay, thank you again for sharing your time with me. I really appreciate that you choose to share it with me, and I hope you have a great rest of your day and a wonderful week, and I'll talk at you all real soon. Bye for now.